When people say that Igbos don't support the Yorubas, they don't learn from history. Gani Adams says, exactly, because they forget how the Igbos supported Buhari. Igbos have been supporting Atiku, even though he has not won election. Igbos supported Obasanjo to get there. And then Igbos also supported Abiola in 1993 election, the most credible election that was won but was never allowed to be in place. Okay, so Gani Adams is trying to tell those Yorubas, especially those Yoruba sycophants that says Igbos don't support Yorubas, to learn lesson from history, to learn from history. So let's see what Gani Adams has to say here. In the last election, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not receive even 10% of the total vote from the Southeast, leading some to believe that the Igbos do not support the Yorubas. However, Gani Adams, the Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land, disagrees with this perception. He pointed out that Igbos have supported Yoruba politicians in the past. The late MKO Abiola, who received support from many Igbos, Adams believed that politicians often use tribal sentiment to win elections and that people should learn from history to see that Igbos have stood for a united Nigeria in the past. He mentioned individuals such as Clement Nwankwo of the Eastern Mandate Union and Rear Admiral Ebitu Ukiwe, both Igbo, who stood for the Yoruba cause. In his own words, it surprises me when individuals claim that Igbos do not back up Yorubas. Perhaps they fail to learn from past events. I recall the existence of the Eastern Mandate Union and its leader Clement Nwankwo. He remained resolute till the very end of the fight, and I doubt if he gained any reward from the current democratic dispensation. So when people now say Igbo don't support Yoruba, I am surprised. Maybe people don't learn from history. I remember the Eastern Mandate Union of that time. Okay, I remember the Eastern Mandate Union, Clement Nwankwo. He stood his ground till the last day of the struggle, and I don't think that the man benefited from the democracy. What of Rear Admiral Ebitu Kiwe? Is he not an Igbo person? He used his house for Nadeko meetings. There were lots of Igbo that stood for Abiola, and Abiola was a Yoruba person. Okay, so this is exactly what Gani Adam is saying. Unfortunately, the government of Tinubu is playing tribal politics because because of their selfish interest. And I don't think the government of Tinubu actually represent the collective interest of all the Yorubas, don't talk of the whole Nigerians. Tinubu has always been selfish, even with the way he came into Lagos and took over Lagos from the Lagosians who claim to be smart, and they are watching it happen under their nose and they can't do anything about it. I still continue to wonder where the real Eko Pataki people, where Eko people were when Tinubu came from Oshun and entered Lagos and took over Lagos from them. And they claim to be smart. And they claim to be the owner of Lagos. I wonder. Okay? So the fact remains that it's Tinubu's government that is bringing this very bad narrative to fight against the Igbos, because the Hausas have sold that narrative to them that Igbos should not be allowed to lead or to be allowed to take key position in Nigeria. You understand? It's quite unfortunate. The Hausa Fulanis under Buhari have done their own for 8 years. Rather than fighting the Boko Haram in the north and the ISWAP and terrorism in the north, they focused on Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB and Biafrans, people who are asking for secession if they are not included in Nigerian government. Okay, and then deploy soldiers to go and annihilate the Igbos in the name of fighting terrorism. Quite unfortunate. Now they have finished their 8 years. They have sold the same narrative to to Tinubu, and Tinubu has agreed to continue for when Buhari stopped. And the target is annihilating the Igbos and Islamizing Nigeria. Obviously, that is what it is. And that is why they brought this narrative of the Igbos in Lagos, saying that they are saying that Lagos is no man's land. They will show them that Lagos is somebody's land. How? Who? And they can't produce any single person that has made that comment. So the hatred for the Igbos started since Civil War, and the Hausas and Yorubas have been cooperating against the Igbos before now. Unfortunately, when we tend to forget all that happened from Civil War to now, Tinubu has resuscitated the whole problem again by creating that diversionary politics right there in Lagos, by creating the division between the ethnic lines of the people that are in Lagos to see that they frustrate the Igbos again. They have destroyed Igbos business, destroyed Igbo property, and now the Lagos state government is coming out with a law to protect the Yorubas against the Igbos and to confiscate their properties, because that's exactly what they're looking for. Okay, so it is Tinubu government. That's why Tinubu government can never succeed because of all of these things, except he repents. But even at that, he's there to hand over to the actual winner of this election. That is the truth, because it is him, and most Yoruba sycophants are supporting all these kind of things. All of these Yoruba sycophants, so FFK is one of them, and so many other people. Unfortunately, certain politicians are supporting them. The likes of what is his name? The likes of Festus Kayamo, okay, and the likes of the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, and then the Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi. These are the people that have helped this APC government to get to where it is, hating the Igbos like something else. Quite unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. They need to hand over this government to the legitimate winner, because they cannot fraudulently win election and come now to form legit and come to tell us that they know what they're doing. So this view that is coming from Gani Adam, I just hope he's also sincere about it. But he has just said exactly what it's supposed to be. Killing the Igbos and pursuing them from Lagos or from Yoruba land will not solve the issue. Meanwhile, the Nigerian constitution allows everybody to live wherever they want to live. So fighting against the Igbos and humiliating them, killing them, using the instruments of government will not save Nigeria. Okay? It obviously will not save Nigeria. They really need to fix what is wrong. They really need to include Nigeria, include Igbos in whatever they are doing. They need to prove that they have regard for the Igbos. Somebody says, stop all this your eye service, Mr. Gani Adam. Those Abiola time are different because there is no any Igbo presidential candidate for any major parties then, and different 2023 election that they have their Igbo brother and they voted on tribalism and religion bigotry. Okay, and that is the fact. Can you imagine? This is what this guy is saying, Olawale Badmus. What do you mean? So Gani Adam is not saying the truth. He's doing eye service and lip service, Abi. Who told you that? Okay, if you say Igbos voted along tribalism and religion, what about the Yoruba and Hausas that went on Muslim ticket against the wish of all Nigerians? That was Tinubu that started this religion thing by taking Muslim ticket, APC. Okay, and now when he saw the backlash, he tried to go and rent fake priests and reverend fathers to come and say Christians have accepted Muslim ticket. So Peter Obi did not start anything. Igbos did not start anything. They're just creating narrative to continue to perpetuate the hatred against the Igbos. That is true. That is true. Eh? It's quite unfortunate that they say Nigeria is one, but it's quite unfortunate that it is not. Obviously, it is not. So that is what Gani Adam is saying. No matter how the other Yorubas chastise him, he has said the truth, and the truth prevails.